and ask me anything. I will answer any question that you ask me. Now, you might not like the answer to any of these questions, but I will answer them. If you ask me a question, I will fucking answer. What are the funny numbers on your credit card? I can't tell you that. See, I answered it. Do I smoke weed? Yeah, of course. Not all the time. I haven't in like a month, but sometimes if I'm feeling tired, I'll do a little vapey here, a little vapey there. I do not smoke like cigarettes or anything like that. Do a top or a bottom? I can be both. What's the craziest thing I've ever done? Oh my god, the list is long. I don't know. I guess the craziest thing I've ever done was get drunk in another country and go home with a stranger. That's probably one of the craziest things I've ever done, because that's pretty fucking crazy. You should not do that. That's fucking nuts. That's loca ilaca, man. Like, that's just not okay. Did you recently open up your stomach? I personally didn't open it up, but a doctor did. They cut me open, bro. How high do you think the chances of me getting Twitch banned today are? 0, because I'm not a Twitch partner yet, so they're not gonna touch me. Who's the hottest person I've ever met? Like, who I think I've ever met in my life? Oh, that's easy. He's from my favorite K-pop group. They kind of don't exist anymore. They exist, but they kind of don't anymore. His name is Ken. You can look him up. Ken from Vix is the hottest person I've ever met in my entire universe. When you vibrate like that, are you moving the VTuber around with your mouse? Absolutely am. Absolutely am. Do you have any hidden talents? I don't think I have any hidden talents. I mean, I can yo-yo really well. I guess that's a hidden talent. I can yo-yo pretty well. Which word is your least favorite? I really don't like the word duffel bag. Duffel bag? Duffel bag? It really bothers me. I don't know why. If you could be any animal, what would you be? Probably a red panda, so a firefox. I just think they're really cute. What made me want to be a streamer? So I'll make this really quick. So I worked for a company. I wouldn't say a corpo VTuber, but I was a company VTuber, not as Aurora, as somebody else. So I was a company VTuber, and they had hired me to be a voice actor and to stream. So I was streaming and I really enjoyed it. That company went under and I left because they sucked asshole. So I left and I realized I really enjoyed streaming. So I was like, fuck it, I want to do streaming just for fun, because I ended up getting like a big girl job, and my big girl job was like a big girl job, you know, like it was like a corporate office, whatever. That company ended up tanking as well, and I got laid off, and I ended up getting Aurora, and I decided, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna stream on TikTok, because at the time I didn't have a PC. Started streaming as Aurora on TikTok, and the rest is history. I fucking love it, and I'm so glad to be doing it, and I feel so lucky that, you know, I had a chance to actually get into this field, and it feels really cool. I really like it. What conspiracy theories do you believe? Oh shit. Oh, that's a good one. What conspiracy theories do I believe? Oh, the Illuminati. I totally believe the Illuminati is real. That's a conspiracy theory that I absolutely believe in. I don't know if I believe all the stories about who's in the Illuminati, but I would 100% believe that the Illuminati is real. There you go. That's conspiracy theory I definitely believe. What's your worst sex moment? The worst sex I've ever had? Oh. Actually, this was in LA. This was in LA. So I met this dude, right? And he was literally like the male version of Aurora. We like the same anime, we like the same music, we like the same VTubers, we like the same video games. And I was so excited to fuck this dude. I was so fucking excited. And we ended up sleeping together, and it was terrible. It was one of the worst experiences ever. I was like, this sucks. I was like, this person could be my soulmate, but like, he's bad in bed, so I could never. I could fucking never. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? The most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me was I was in school. Now, the house I grew up in had a wraparound porch. Now, this is very important to the story, because those who have ever seen a wraparound porch know that the bottom of your house is kind of opened up, because it's a lifted wraparound porch. So I'm chilling. Ended up starting to smell skunk. And we started realizing that there is skunks. And I used skunks, it's plural, mating under our house. Well, for those who don't know, skunks that mate under your house secrete a really pungent smell. And yeah, it smelled all of my clothes. And back then I had a uniform to go to school. So I had to go to school with my uniform because my mom and I were not rich. We were pretty poor. We couldn't just go out and buy a new uniform. And she tried to clean it the best that she could. We couldn't get rid of the smell, so I had to go to school smelling like a skunk. But the worst part was I had this sweater that I really loved. And the sweaters at the school were really expensive. My mom could literally only afford one every 2 years. And I had the sweater and they made me throw it out in front of everybody. My principal came up to me, told me to take off my sweater, put it in a trash bag, zipped it up, and threw it out in front of me. One of the most embarrassing things that have ever happened to me in my entire fucking life. I would have just told them no and put them off. I mean, I was really young at the time, and it was like my principal. Like, my principal was staring me in the face, and I went to a seriously religious school. I'm not religious personally, but when I was a kid, I was put into a religious school, and yeah, they're really strict over there. So no, you didn't want to fuck with the nuns. Bro, you did not want to fuck with the nuns. When she took my sweater, I backed up. I started crying, and then they put me in a room alone to cry by myself. It's a whole ordeal. But I gotta tell you, my mom's a badass, because I told my mom what happened. She literally marched in that school, and I tore them all a new one. Tore them all a fucking new one. They're really nice to me for the rest of the year. But anyways, do you fold or scrunch your toilet paper? Both. I fold when I'm wiping the puss, and I scrunch when I'm wiping the ass. What's your biggest life regret? Oh, I can tell you my biggest life regret. Oh, I know my biggest life regret. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry. Chat, you're gonna make me cry. Okay, my biggest life regret. I'll tell you the whole story. So I was dating this dude, right? And he was just a bad person. Anyway, so he came over my house for the last time, and like I was really upset about it, and I was like really emotional, and we switched hoodies. So I had his hoodie on, and he had my hoodie, and he left. It was the last time I ever saw him. He left. But that's not the thing that I regret. What I regret is my childhood cat. My mom wakes me up at like 4 a.m. She goes, Lily, who is my childhood cat, is going crazy. So I go upstairs. I'm running upstairs, and my cat was dying. Not a joke. My cat was dying, and we knew she was gonna die. She had cancer and a whole bunch of other shit. But the point is, the vet had told us that if you see your cat dying and you want her to pass like peacefully, put her on top of you so she can smell you. And unfortunately, I was such in a panic, having an anxiety attack, I forgot I was wearing this stupid motherfucker's hoodie, and my cat was laying on me dying, and she wasn't smelling me, she was smelling the piece of shit. So from this day, for my entire life, that is my biggest regret, that I forgot to take off that goddamn hoodie so my cat could die in peace. True story. What's your favorite nickname someone has given you, and how did you get it? Actually, oh, this is a great story. I can't tell you the nickname, because then I would reveal my real name. So my entire life growing up, all my cousins had nicknames except me, because my mom really loves my name. She's like, I love Aurora, I love Aurora, I do not want you to have a nickname. I do not want you to have a nickname, I want people to call you Aurora. So in high school, I was dating this girl, and she one day just randomly called me whatever the nickname is for Aurora, and that stuck, and now everyone calls me Aura now, as opposed to Aurora. So literally my favorite nickname is the shortened version of my name, because it's the first time that I was validated and I got a nickname. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or games unlimited? Wait, games unlimited games and wait, what? What? I don't understand that question! I don't understand that question! What's the one bit of content you hope to do one day that you're still too nervous to do? I've never really been nervous to do any content. I just kind of put my foot in it. I put my whole robusty into it. So I'm not really nervous to do any type of content. But content that I know I'm not ready for, that I really want to do in the future, is stand-up. I want to do stand-up comedy, and I think I would be really fucking good at it. I just not prepared. I guess I'm still learning how to do stand-up and still trying to learn how to do it IRL. And I actually don't know how to translate stand-up to, like, streaming, because stand-up relies a lot on timing, and timing relies a lot on those who are laughing. So I'm not really sure how exactly that would work, so I'm still working on it. Do you think dreams have deeper meanings? Absolutely. I'm Puerto Rican, and for those who know, most Puerto Ricans that come from like descents of like brujas, which means basically witch, they believe that dreams have deeper meanings, so I absolutely believe in that. What's your dream collab and dream sponsor? My dream collab is Iron Mouse. Obviously, I feel like that's everybody's dream collab, but specifically that's my dream collab, because Iron Mouse is not only a woman, but she's also Boricua and a VTuber, and she really paved the way to make it very easy for me to be a VTuber and have like no fear in doing that. Dream sponsor would probably be a fashion brand that is willing to allow me to wear the clothes as a VTuber. Like if like Dolce & Gabbana or fucking, I don't know, Betsy Johnson came up to me and was like, we want you to not only wear the clothes IRL, but we also want your VTuber model to do it, that would be my dream sponsor. What community is more meaningful to you, Twitch or TikTok? I believe they are both meaningful in different ways. Twitch is meaningful because it feels like a family. TikTok is meaningful because it feels like where I got my first start, you know? TikTok will always be like in my heart, because I would not be doing this full time without TikTok, and I would not be doing this full time without the TikTok audience. So I always have to remember that, you know? Always remember where you come from. I am not the type of person to forget where I came from. I know I was born on the cut. I know I grew up poor. I know that I got my start on TikTok, and I would not be streaming without them. So they both are meaningful for very different reasons.